name is Dr. Kyle Brillante, and I am the proud founding principal of the Highbridge Green School.
I'm Michael Abbey. I'm the proud principal of Molly Academy.
My name is Gina Plugios, and I'm the principal of I-77.
Hi, my name is Luis Torres. I am the principal of Community School 55.
My name is Michelle Maynard. I'm a principal at PS 41 in the Bronx.
My name is Diana Castillo, principal of Grant Avenue Elementary.
My name is Karina Feliz. I am the principal, 754X.
My name is Audrey Connolly, principal of Archimedes Academy.
Sheldon Dempster, this is my 22nd year in the Department of Education. I started off as a math teacher. That was 6 years. 3 years I was a dean, 4 years assistant principal, and it's my 9th year here as a principal at John J. Pershing Intermediate School.
Well, we choose Project One because they understand our community, right? They know our kids. Sometimes you have vendors who come into our community and it's transactional, right? We want people who are self-authorizing, people who are able to really push our kids to think differently because they themselves have experienced what our kids are experiencing.
In 2022, I met Abdul and I also met Chris, who presented me with an opportunity of really bringing high quality chess program to our school building. And it was an opportunity that I had to jump on for so many reasons.
Our job as educators is to make sure that our students have those same opportunities and give them that access to those. So that's what's really cool about something like Project Pawn. Because Project Pawn, as a minority and women business-owned enterprise based here in the Bronx, also from District 9, allows our students to have access to chess, which we know historically has not always been available to them, either at elementary schools or also just historically within the district, from educators who look like them. It's incredibly important for students to see that they could grow up to have this capacity, this ability to achieve.
And I had seen Project Pawn at several district events, and I learned to play chess in elementary school, so I knew it was something that I wanted to bring to Grant Avenue that impacted me as a child, and I saw the value of it. And I knew that the organization, because it brought kids from the community that looked like the kids at Grant Avenue, that it would be the best partner to bring to our school community when it came to programming and providing kids with services.
Why Project Pawn? I mean, when I met Abdul, I thought of my students. My students needed a role model, someone that they could connect with, someone that they see him and resemble them, and in a positive way. I feel sometimes they have too many negative role models, and they needed that positive influence, that they see him as someone that comes from the community, lives in the community, grew up in the community, and look where he is, so that they could feel, I could do it as well. If he did it, so could I.
I mean, realistically, I met the gentlemen from Project Pawn when I was in LaGuardia High School's Principals Conference, and just meeting the founders and having a conversation with them, it reminded me of me. It reminded me of people that have bright ideas that want to sit there and do greater good for the youth. Through their program, they sat there and gave me the objective of it, their background, and I sat there and said, this is something that I want to be a part of.
So Project Bond has been really incredible. We've had the opportunity to work with them for 3 years now. And we've given kids an opportunity to self-select, choose to be in chess. We also share this information with families, and we also have many families that are like, hey, I want my child to be a part of this program as well. For the students that choose to participate, we've seen not only continued participation from 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, which I think says something, by the way, about the integrity of the program, because it's a place that they want to be a part of and they want to belong. We've also seen an increase in self-confidence for students Middle school is a really fascinating place for kids. Their bodies are changing. They come in at 6th grade, and in many ways, they're still part of the elementary school. And as they move on through 8th grade, they're about to enter high school, and they physically transform, but they emotionally transform as well.
In terms of the impact of this program on our students, I've seen tremendous growth in their ability to focus and also their engagement in the classroom, especially when we have days for the program. Our attendance is by far the strongest. We do have students making sure that they are here on program days so they don't miss out. And you're talking about the novice chess player to the students that actually have gained the master of chess throughout time. But they want to make sure that they don't miss out. And I think that that's something that goes a long way, especially when attendance is a really chronic problem with a lot of inner city schools.
The difference that we have seen since we introduced Project Pawn in the chess program into our community has been monumental in specific students in our building. The students who we identified would be in chess were students who were considered tier 2 students when it comes to behaviors in the classroom, eloping from the classroom, interrupting the educational process at all means to avoid learning. And we were just wondering what would happen if we introduced a program like this to those students. And I will never forget the first year. It was a challenge because the first thing that happened, the students were getting in conflict in chess because they were losing. And we had to teach them, like, this is a part of life. Like, you're not gonna win everything. And so they learned through the conflict during even chess sessions that they'll win some and you'll lose some. And now, today I can speak to the fact that we have a 50% decrease in our behavior incidents in our building. I think it's because our students now notice that, yes, I will win some and I'll lose some, but I know how to navigate when I lose. I know that there's another play that I can make or another step that I can take, or there's another outlet that I can navigate, but I don't have to result in violence and conflict and aggression as my first response. And I think they see that sometimes the best move is the one that no one is expecting.
My son played chess, when he was in school, in elementary school, and that helped him to become one of the best students I've ever known in mathematics. And to me, it's very important where the students can build that. So as of now, we were able to increase our math scores from 12% to 37%. And I think that, and I strongly believe that it's because of a variety of things, not only textbook, not only academic, but students were able to really think through, and then chess give them the opportunity to think through strategies, and then to really think about different ways or approaches on how to really solve a problem. And also through chess, it gives them the ability to be resilient and to build characters that in a book you don't always learn. And through playing chess, you can really develop those persistency, those patience, those characters that comes with understanding and even team building. So, and that's what's very important. So I started the year last year. 2 years ago, we had chess. Last year, we had chess. And then this year, I wanted to really bring that chess program during the school days. And so we came to, when we were looking at different programs, and we heard a lot great things about Project Pawn. And then we said, you know what, let's give them a chance. And the students are very excited. And this is one of the best programs that we have really thought of and implemented at I-77, which I'm very proud of. And so this is kind of like year 3, and then this is year 1. And I'm excited to continue that partnership and then to provide that opportunity for all students to be able to have chess in school, because this is a program where students are having fun. They are developing skills that they don't even think about. And then that skill or those skills can transfer into the classrooms. And then as a result, you're going to see students who are more excited of coming to school.
I cannot say enough about Project Pawn. The leaders, Abdul and Chris and Coach Oscar, have been nothing short of amazing. Professional, what they say they're going to deliver, they deliver. There have been many times throughout my career that I have brought in organizations thinking they're going to be amazing. And then as they're executing the lesson, I'm like, oh no, what is happening? You're not going to feel this way when you bring in Project Pawn. They will become part of your community, and the children are going to flock to their program. We started it having it 2 days a week in the morning. We quickly had to go to 5 mornings, and the effect on our attendance has been amazing. Then following year, going towards this year, and the budgets will be released, we're going to have them in the morning and the afternoon. So if you can get a spot, book them.
I built a relationship with Abdul, one of the owners of the program, and he brought the program here to our school. And this long-lasting relationship between us and Project Pawn has grown to the point where we even do things at Yankee Stadium now. It's just been an amazing experience being partners with this organization. It's no longer a vendor. It's no longer a company. It's a family when you partner with Project Pawn, and we see the impact. The children who play in the chess program, they feel that it's helped them to engage better and focus, and it also helps with strategic thinking. So we've seen a number of students who were struggling with these, and now they're doing a lot better. So the impact of chess is quite obvious on our students.